I will ask you a quick question to all you guys. When you guys hear the term community policing, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? For some of you, it could be uh, something like in the terms of neighborhood watch or citizens arrest, right? For some of you. Well, there's a bigger picture than that, and it's a more important picture that the criminal justice system has been implying since the beginning of modern day police work. As a criminology major student, I have a strong passion to something and an aspiring police someday, hopefully in a higher position. I will have a strong motivation and feeling towards community policing. And this is why my speech is going to be what's the importance of community policing. It's one of the oldest methods used by the police to address issues such as community relationships, building a strong trust between the community and the police, and patrol methods that work better than others. And ultimately, the goal behind community policing is to lower crime rates or stop crimes from committing before they even happen. Community policing is it's in every police department all over the nation. All different levels, from local to federal policing. But some of you ask, what's community policing? What exactly is community policing? According to Mays, author of Making Sense of Criminal Justice, community policing is an organizational strategy that along with the police and the community, works together to solve problems. Community policing, it gets the police involved with the community in a smaller scale, in a more personal, more acquaintance perspective. So some of the community policing that we see are at schools, churches, and hospitals. For example, we all seen the police that direct traffic sometimes in the bigger events, like at school graduations or at hospitals, something big events. Some people don't think of it as community policing, but that's the way of community. The police is getting attached with the community in some events like that. There's different methods that work better than others when it's improving the community policing. For example, foot patrol is the oldest type of community policing, and that's the most effective way, because it brings down the police and community in that same eye level. They get in touch with each other. They know each other in a personal level. But of course, as the United States evolved, there bigger cities, and cars became the next easiest way. But then that takes away from the community policing aspect, because they're in patrol cars. They're really not in contact with people, not making that strong connection as they should be. And now in modern days, there's different ways of community policing that's coming back to, for example, like horseback, bike, and even in down at the campus, Segways are modern day of way the police and the community are getting closer together at a smaller microscopic level. But then the big picture behind community policing is ultimately to combat and stop crimes and lower crime rates. For example, some of the main focuses that community policing and build is they want the community and the police to work together against gangs, abandoned cars, and broken windows. That means if the community sees there's a problem or the police wants the community to feel free whenever such problems occur, some gang members or abandoned cars or even a broken window at your neighbor's house. They want you to be comfortable enough to call them to report any problem. Like I said, as we get modern and technology grows, a new method of community policing might be through social media, Facebook or Twitter. Most police departments nowadays have a social account that they provide information out to the public and want to get back to the original connection with the public. In conclusion, the main focus behind community policing is to build strong bonds between the community and the police to lower crime rates, help the police adapt better ways to communicate with people also, and it's a little nowadays with the present day what we see on TV, the community police might be gaining less strength, but it's still one of the most important parts of community policing, because we ultimately don't want it to be the police versus us. So community policing is a strong effort from a police perspective to make a connection back to the community and build trust back in every community. Thank you.